Thursday, June 12th, and it's currently 7:30 a.m. Today is a simulation day. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through a typical day of a CRNA student. I think one of the best parts of being in CRNA school is not having to work. It's nice to just straight up just focus on studying, not have to worry about getting up early to go make money. So for sims, we've pretty much had a sim class every semester. First semester, our sim class was focused on learning about the anesthesia machine. So it was a nice kind of intro to get you familiar with all the equipment. In the second semester, we learned how to intubate. We learned about the airway, direct laryngoscopy, video assisted laryngoscopy. So for this semester, we are actually going to be learning about neuraxial anesthesia, your spinals, your epidurals. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah. What is going on? We just finished a contrast therapy session here at Sweat House. It was the first time I've ever done contrast therapy. The sauna was great, and then we alternated that with cold plunge. I've done sauna before, but never a cold plunge. I only did like 2 minutes of cold plunge, and even then, like, that was pretty intense. Legs feel fresh. I'm about to go into a down week also for running, 16 miles for the whole week, and then my down week will be about half of that, so I'll be doing about 8 miles next week, and then we're gonna build up again after that. So we did about 15 minutes sauna, 2 minutes cold plunge, and then back to 15-minute sauna, and then 2-minute cold plunge. Towards the end, we also did 15 minutes of red light therapy, also something I've never done. Read some things about it, like it helps for recovery, and it gets a little sweaty as well and hot. Overall, great session. It was about an hour and a half altogether, feeling fresh. So I'm about to head home now and get some studying done, so yeah. So for lunch, I've pretty much been eating the same thing every day. I basically try to get at least 8 ounces of ground beef every day. I usually cut a pack in half because a pack comes in like 16 ounces. I usually get the 93.7, which is a little bit lower in fat. But I usually cut that in half, eat half of it today, and then I'll save the rest of it for tomorrow. That's usually lunch pretty much covered. Now to finish it off, I usually put this salsa called tatemada. I've been using this stuff for pretty much everything. I put it on my scrambled eggs in the morning. This literally goes well with everything, so I love this stuff. So the other day, we also just took our first exam for our Principles of Anesthesia class. That is our major class this summer. And basically it was about neuraxials, clinical monitoring, and capnography. We did pretty good in that exam. It basically covered all of the neuraxials, the drugs, the landmarks, subarachnoid blocks, epidurals. I kind of just brain dump on this whenever I feel like it. But yeah, this is just one of the study tools that I utilize. So yesterday was Friday, and usually we don't have class on Fridays. I ended up going to campus to use the sim lab that we have. We have pretty much 24/7 unlimited access to the sim lab. This semester we have an ultrasound portfolio that we have to complete. And so yesterday I went to campus with a couple of my classmates. Basically we have to practice certain blocks, learning how to use the ultrasound. We pretty much just used it on each other. We also have a mannequin where we can simulate the ultrasound with a needle. Also, I wanted to talk about my plans for training. This past semester and last semester, I've been running a lot more. I found a group of guys in my class that literally love the same things. I started taking it serious more. That basically led to me signing up for a marathon in January of 2026. So currently I'm on a base training plan, and I want to build up to as much mileage as I can before I start my actual training program. But I'm super pumped to be starting this marathon training program. I've always wanted to do a marathon, but I've just never known how to train for it. Currently, as I said earlier, it has been my down week. So this morning we ran just 3 miles, and then this next block I should be ramping it up to either 16 or 17 miles for the week. And working my way back up. Today also we're going to be hitting a workout with Rob. After our run this morning, he invited me to go lift with him. Probably going to hit pull/back day, so yeah, it should be good. What is going on? Welcome to the talking part of the video. For those of you who are in CRNA school, this part might be a little helpful. I just wanted to share my 2 cents just to help anyone out there who is trying to see like if CRNA school is for them, what it's like going through a CRNA program. Hopefully some of this information helps. I am a first year CRNA student. I'm currently on my 3rd semester. My program is a front-loaded program, which means that all of the didactics and important classes are front-loaded, which means that you go through those classes first before you go on to clinical training. CRNA school is not a joke. It's so busy with studying, but I have absolutely loved like every minute of it. I love studying this stuff. I think that this was probably truly my calling. Of course, nothing good comes without a little bit of hard work. And I say that lightly, but there is a lot of hard work that comes through with CRNA school. So if you're thinking about going to CRNA school, just be prepared to do the hard work. In my program, There is a maximum of 3 C's, and after the 3 C's, you are kicked out of the program. Fortunately, I haven't had any C's. My game plan going into CRNA school was to try as hard as I could studying, but at the same time, have time for myself, doing the things that I love to do, which is working out, making good food, running. So I feel like I've struck a good balance between those. So the first semester was pretty much the most jam-packed semester ever. I kid you not, it takes a lot of organization and planning just to even plan out your week. Honestly, I took it like week by week. So talking about, for those of you who like fitness and lifting, all the bros out there, you can still definitely lift. You can keep your lifestyle up. Depending on your discipline, it might have to sit in the back seat for a little while. I'm not happy that I did it, but that's how I could stay afloat, which was basically I threw training and running to the side a little bit to prioritize more on my school, my relationships, my family, my girlfriend. Definitely not the most ideal way. It was the only way where I didn't feel like I was going like 100 miles per hour every single day. My faith has personally helped me stay positive and to learn to trust in Him in everything that I do. Everything happens for a reason, and my girlfriend Krista has been a massive support for me throughout the program. And honestly, she's kept me sane throughout the whole thing. Couldn't have done it without her encouraging me throughout it all. My family has been a massive support. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, always have stayed in touch with them, gave them updates. Whatever your support system is, make sure you maintain it throughout CRNA school, because they're the ones that are going to help you out when you're down, when you're disappointed with your grades. They're the ones that are going to keep you motivated and keep you going. Yeah, I would highly recommend maintaining those relationships. When you get into CRNA school, you're going to have a lot of exams. One thing that I can definitely attest for is when you're testing, definitely do not change your habits, because that could kick your ass in the exam. So if you're used to drinking coffee every morning, keep doing that. Having breakfast before exams, before your day starts, make sure you keep doing that, especially on exam days. I can't tell you how many times I've changed up my routine on exam days, like let's say not have coffee because I don't want to be like overstimulated. That has never gone well for me. Stick to your routine, build good habits, and yeah, that's pretty much one of the few things that I can say about exams. I hope some of these tips help. I just wanted to show a little bit of my experience. If there's anything that you would like to know more about for CRNA school, put it down in the comments and I will try to address it in maybe a next video. CRNA school is definitely hard, but well worth it in my opinion. I can't believe all of the things that I'm learning. I think you really have to love this stuff if you're gonna do all this sacrifice. Like, you really have to love this. I don't think it's a career where you could just like, oh, like that seems cool, like I'll go into that. Like, you have to have a little bit of passion, I think, if you want to be a CRNA. That was one of the things that was very clear to me when I shadowed CRNAs back home. I already knew, like, I saw these professionals work in the OR and I just fell in love with what they do, like, the moment I saw it. I think you need that type of passion to definitely get through this. If you think, or if you know that you have that type of passion, I would say just definitely go for it. Well worth it in my opinion, well worth the price, well worth the hard work. I'm so excited for what's to come, and it's a blessing to be here and I am loving every minute of it. I'll keep updating as I go throughout this program, so yeah, see you later. So we just finished with the session, but basically I did each 800 meter repeat a 7:30 to 8:30 minute per mile pace. The last one was like an 8:38. I was super tired. Overall, that workout felt great. We're gonna recover tomorrow. We don't have a run tomorrow, so we're gonna take a break, but we do have class in like an hour. But that wraps up this video. Thank you all for watching. I don't know when I'll next see you in my CRNA journey again, but for everyone that's planning to apply or is in CRNA school already, you're doing great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.